Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to the Longdark Wintermute. So we just found Wade off in his little spot right back here. We'll just remember to come back here in a little bit. What I want to do is I just want to take a little trip up to see what this ghost stag thing is about. Because more than likely, so far everything in the Longdark story mode has kind of had a... Well, there are some wolves over there. What I might even do is, if there's nothing there, I might just actually save scum and load back up to right where that point was back there. But I just want to see what this thing is, because sometimes the Longdark's been pretty good at introducing some kind of more spiritual and mythical elements of it. Like, Wintermute Chapter 2, that little storytelling part with the... like, the demon bear and that was just superb. Oh. Oh, come on, I shot you! Wait, what? Okay, that was dumb. Like... like the running in spot really throws you off of where they're going and what they're doing. Yeah, what I might even do is I'm just going to head up, see if there's anything actually worthwhile from this ghost stag thing, and if not, we're just going to save scum. Because too much of this is starting to get too annoying to deal with. It'd be different if it's just like one wolf, but this new behavior and new system for them is really... no. It's just feels too forced. That's one of the things about the Longdark that's always been really good about it, in my opinion, is nothing has felt overly forced. Even like when you're dealing with the old bear, or the demon bear, whatever you want to call him, in the second chapter with Will, there are small moments where you definitely feel it forced against you, like trying to get the parts from each radio tower. But here, it's just... as soon as something gets shot, you would think that the others would just completely scram. Like, one shot would be enough to send them running. Well, we'll go see what this little... oh, come on. Now, we're probably going to be save scumming this, because this is getting to be stupid. Like, how many wolves have we killed for their pack now? We killed at least one in the last episode. I think we took down one or two in the episode before that. Why doesn't he run off the bridge? Come on. Introduce that into the game. And they actually can get you like this. Okay, that sucks. What is even going on? What the hell? Okay, you know what? This is too stupid of a system for me to put up with. Normally I'm pretty patient, but this is just way too stupidly forced, and it's so just idiotic. I'm just loading up our save, and we're going from there, and we're screwing all the side crap. I'm sorry, but you cannot throw this in. This has killed what you had building up for why the Longdark was so good. This Timberwolf pack system is garbage. It feels too artificial compared to any other wolf packs that we've gone up against. Now, if there was the Aurora going, yeah, I would see that making sense. It's still daylight. There's no reason for it. It just... the curveballs have been some good, some bad. The wolf system is just terrible. It is just not good. And I really hope they don't bring it back. Let it end with this episode of their Wintermute and do not bring it back. This takes away everything that the rest of the story built up for.
It's getting dark out here. I'll look for shelter.
Yeah, this is about the best shelter we're going to have. So we're basically just going to try sleeping for 4 hours at a time. See if we can help wade out with water every now and then. But I think with the fire going as it is, and because it's an infinite one... Oh, well, there's the aurora.
Easy. Just gonna see if I can help.
Actually, with that out, we'll see how we're doing for condition.
You'll feel better after you sleep.
Because how cold is it? Actually, if it's already this warm, I think we're going to try taking them in this.
It's okay.
Now, I know the wolves can be problematic in the aurora, but honestly, the timberwolf packs are the biggest pain in the ass to deal with, so... If we can move, and we can see like this, I'll at least try to bring them back towards the barn that's in the next area over. Yeah, so if we just go straight this way, we should eventually hit the barn. But I wouldn't be as annoyed at the Timberwolf packs if there were a few tweaks to them. Number one, if you do kill one of them, they do not come back as 3. They come back as 2, or as 1, or even 0 for a few days, and then they come back 1 at a time.
Don't give up. I won't leave you.
Son of a... This is what I'm talking about, stupid system.
Don't worry. That's not the wind howling.
We've already got the wolves coming back again. I thought we did. I don't hear or see them.
Won't let you fall.
Yeah, it does seem if you're within a certain proximity of something, then they will become a problem. I really don't They are just not very well implemented, and they take away from the story mode more than anything. That's so far been my biggest gripe is how they've been dealing with that. It could be a lot better. But well, actually, I don't even know if it could be worse. The only way I could see it being worse is if they constantly hounded you, like, instead of knowing there are trigger points where they'll set off, they'll just constantly hound you even when you're trying to leave just any shelter. I'm going to be so glad once we can get this last person inside, and there was that again, and now nothing. Okay, how are we doing? I think if we follow this road, that'll take us to the barn what we were staying in, and if we can get there, we can just stay inside until the next morning, and then try heading off. The air condition is going to start dropping down again pretty quick because of the cold.
I won't let you go.
Okay, so there's our hypothermia risk just starting. You just gotta follow this to the barn. Get inside there. And we'll be pretty much golden in order to make the last little leg of the trip back. But yeah, I don't like how the side missions or side story elements have felt you arbitrarily have to pursue them or the main story. You can't kind of mix both in as you're doing certain parts of the main story. Like, some ways I can understand you want to give these little bonus objectives, but in other ways, it's just, you really gotta be dedicated, and the story doesn't make you feel like you have the time to be dedicated for things. Like, you're immersed in making sure these people are okay and getting them back towards safety. You can't really go off looking towards other stuff, even though they seem like they might be kind of close-ish. Okay, we're still a ways off. I haven't heard anything, and I don't really see anything out and about in the Aurora, too, so that's good news. Doesn't seem like it's going to be like Will, where he had the turned wolf pack in the Aurora. Even those wolves I would have taken over than the timber wolf pack mechanics, because you had mechanics that actually regulated them a bit. If you stayed in the light, you were fine. Well, fine-ish. You had some security that you could try to press through and move along with. Although, I love the effects of the aurora they have in the sky. This is just beautiful. That's surprisingly something I've never seen living up where I do, is I have yet to see the Northern Lights, and I really, really want to. It's just spiritual in a sense, isn't it? Looking at that, just the dancing colors and the curtain. Okay, so just up ahead. We are getting there. And then, thankfully, the trip to the community hall is a very short little jog. Well, jaunt, I should say, because we can't really jog carrying you. Not quite your mama there, Wade, but well, I do have to admit, though, Astrid really has a lot of strength to her when you consider she's moving these people as she is. This was thankfully actually the second survivor where we kind of, I guess maybe glitched the wolves in a way because they weren't coming after us. Oh, an autosave. Let's get inside. Okay, it's a little warmer in here. I just gotta try to look around a little bit, so let me see if I can just ease you down there, Wade.
I need to catch my breath.
Okay, let's get our lantern so that we can kind of see what's going on, but... Oh yeah, basically put them right beside where we wanted. Okay, so... If that's the case, I think we're honestly just going to go to sleep for a few hours. We'll just get 4 hours of sleep in. There's our hypothermia risk healed up. We'll check and see how Wade is doing. Actually, he's a lot colder than I thought he would be. I thought he would warm up.
I'll see if I can help.
Well, we'll give him that.
I've done what I can.
We are completely warm, which is really surprising that he's not. Okay, you know what? There is supposed to be the fire barrel just, I think, ahead of us. Although, let me get out. Even just a match should be good enough. Yeah, he's right here. Here's the fire barrel. And we'll just toss this in, let the fire start. We'll get him up to full temperature, and then once that's happened, we'll probably take him out and then start going off and hopefully get that last survivor taken care of. And maybe if he's taken care of... There we go, just put that bit in. Okay, and that's... Yeah, he's really warming up now. So let's eat some of the rabbit we have. Just get rid of all the scraps first. We'll save all the airline foods and the dog food. That way we can just put into the storehouse, or their storage supplies to get that higher up. Oh, you're doing okay. You don't need to be moaning that much. You're almost at better condition than we are. So we'll sleep for a couple more hours. That should let the fire die out, but also keep us completely rested. So that bedroll can stay. Wade is right there. Let's pick you up. And let's head on out. Okay, it is super cold again, but... I think if it's foggy like this, there might not be any of the wolves to deal with. I just want to go a little further and see. So we need to go this direction now. Okay, don't say terrible sound when we've been having wolves threatening our asses, and we're trying to find our way through the dense blizzard fog, or ice fog, basically. I'd rather not deal with anything else surprising us. Like, go ahead and talk about how terrible the crash was and how many people went flying all over the place and you banged your head and all that, but don't talk about the sound aspects. We have enough to worry about on this last leg of our trek to get you in there. But at least if we can get this guy inside... I wish Molly was helping us a little more, too. Like, that's another weird thing about her, is that she is monitoring us, but she's not really doing anything to help. Whatever, we'll just get Wade in, so he's the last survivor that's taken care of. And then with him in, we can start going off. We might even hit up some of those little side objectives now that we only have to worry about ourselves. You are at better condition than we are, Wade. Yeah, you gotta learn to stop complaining. You're going to go into the community hall, just sit there and eat all the stuff that I get for you. And I have to be the one going out to brave bears, wolves, and the freezing cold of the night. Astrid really gets the short end of the stick on her story mode, doesn't she? At least all Will has to do is put up with himself. Astrid has this entire kind of entourage to take care of. oh, you know, there's a plane crash, and then you decide to wander off into the middle of nowhere for reasons instead of sticking with everybody else or even the nice warm fires of the crash. And then I found you, and here we are, wandering into the foggy nothingness of the valley. While there are also packs of timber wolves and bears roaming around who want to attack and kill us. That's what happened, Wade. That's what happened.
Just stay awake. We're getting closer.
Almost there.
Don't give up. I won't leave you.
Yeah, the game won't let us leave ya.
Hang in there. We can do this.
Okay, we're almost back. This road thankfully should take us right to the community hall. We can put Wade on one of the beds, dump a lot of stuff into their supplies. I think the only thing we're going to be a little low on will probably be the kerosene for lamps and stuff like that. Firewood, I think... actually, we'll probably need more firewood. And again, no hatchet yet. I'm trying, I just can't see ahead of me to know where we're going. Although, thankfully, it should just be a little further through the fog or mist or whatever you want to call it.
We're not far now.
Okay, power lines, that's a good sign. And there's the road. And I can hear the falls, I think. Yeah, I can. So it should just be up over this little hill and a short walk along. Yeah, I think that's the truck in front of it.
Not much farther now.
Ah, there it is. Sweet salvation. God, you are the most talkative of the bunch. Weekly bingo. I don't think they'll be holding that anymore. There you go, Wade. Morph into the bed.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, so there are the survivors. So, we have a few things to start putting into here. Let's start with the food. So that's halfway through the calories for the food there. And we'll start putting the dog food in. The crackers. Okay, so we're over halfway for there. Firewood. We picked up a few things. Put in 3 of those. So we're up to 29, so we'll need more of that. The antibiotics. We got all of those. We didn't get any other antibiotics. We'll have to find more reishi mushrooms. Bandages are good on... Old man's beard dressing. We have a few more of that, though. Let me just make that up. As much as it would have been nice to have it for our... I don't have enough. Oh, excuse me. So it's mostly going to be the more food and drink, more firewood or fuel, kerosene, antibiotics, and antiseptic. Nothing too bad, and thankfully... we can just start kind of worrying about ourselves now. We don't have the survivors to go after. Anything in the microwave? No. So what we'll probably do is go up this way next because there are 3 things we can hit. We have the cave, the bunker, and the artifact. So we can try to hit all of those up at once. Okay, no call from Molly, so we'll probably get something like that after we're... Oh, we will take everything we can find in here, though. Magnifying lens. No, we'll leave that. We'll search through everything just in case there are any... Ooh. Oh my god, was that here the whole time? I feel like an idiot for not having picked that up before we went out, but...
This has been here a while.
Yeah, we'll leave all the papers behind. I really gotta find a hatchet, but I'm hoping one of the spots we hit up will have. And nothing in there. We'll search the cabinet last here. Bandage. Ooh, painkillers. That's good. Sasquatch. Ooh. No one knows how long rumors or Sasquatch activity persists among Valley residents, but it's common knowledge that the longer people have lived in this region, the more strange tales emerge about figures in the woods. Wonder, is there going to be a little... Another thing of a tall tale, and that's actually not far off. I think we might go squatching. Actually, no, that's probably not even the right term for it, but I do want to check this out. Sasquatch is one of those ones, I don't know what to exactly make of it. Like, if you read into things with it, there's so many witness sightings of it. It's some I could see explained as bear or misidentification, but others just seem like they can't be. And the volume of them, too. It's one of those things like, there could be something out there and you're not really sure, and it's just that mystery. So, that's what has me, even in this game, I'm going to go running into the woods to try to see what I can figure out about it. So it's basically straight south in the woods here. I'm surprised how close it is to Thompson's Crossing, though. We do have plenty of revolver rounds now, so we're not exactly going to be strapped for ammunition to use against the wolves. Who knows, maybe we'll have to try taking down the Sasquatch itself. We've got 4 arrows, 12 pieces, or 12 rounds of revolver. I can't even talk anymore. I'm too excited about this possibility that came up here. 12 rounds of revolver ammunition, 4 arrows, a few shells for a flare gun, and who knows what we'll find, because I'm guessing there's going to be a cave or something that maybe we'll find traces or hear something in it. It could even just be a bear in a cave, too, and then people are mistaking it. So it should literally be just up here, and there's a lot of broken tree limbs around this area. Oh, a rabbit. Actually, a couple of rabbits, so we might even take those guys down for more food for the... Spook that one off. Oh, I do see a deer carcass. I don't think we're going to have the temperature stay out here for too long. I do need more mushrooms. And this should actually cover all of our antibiotics we need. Okay, let's see what's here.
Did I say a heavy gold?
Yeah, that's frozen. It would take, still probably, yeah, too long. It's too cold to try that without us losing a lot of condition for it. Okay, Sasquatch. I'm tempted to use some flare in here. Well, what do we we got here? Looks like somebody in a coat. Wolfskin coat. Damn. Okay, well this was definitely worth it. Holy crap. Like, look at those. Okay, well, the bedroll we probably... I guess we can bring with us. Okay, this was definitely worth it. This wolfskin coat is amazing to have found. Now, we won't worry about relighting that. We'll probably just take this and go on our way. Okay, so maybe the side objectives will really be worth it. So we'll definitely make those our next stop for the next episode once we get back to the community hall. I mean, I was kind of hoping for something a little more mysterious, like sort of like Far Cry 5's Easter egg of the Sasquatch, where you'll hear a roar from one. Try and see if we can just bag this rabbit. Ah, not quite. Damn, I can get really close, but... we won't waste more time. Well, except for the fact that he's right there. There we go. Okay, let's bring him back, and then we can just clean him back at Thompson's Crossing. Because it's thankfully not very far away. So there'll be that little mystery cave, and the bunker we'll try hitting. And we'll try getting that church artifact, whatever it might be. Maybe Father Thomas will give us something special he is holding out for himself, or who knows. But now that it's just us dealing with the wolves, like timber wolf packs, it might not be as bad or as brutal. But we'll get back in. Already can see the fire, so this was a good trip out. A little bit of firewood, that super good piece of clothing, and the wolfskin coat. Well, we'll get inside, prepare the last of the antibiotics and these mushrooms. Put in the bit of firewood we got. And then plan out for the next day, because actually... you know, maybe what we'll do is we'll harvest the rabbit right beside this here and just plug the bit of meat into the cabinet raw. That doesn't have any use. Back into the nice warm hall. There we go. Okay. Let's just wrap some of these things up quickly, although maybe we should even look around here. Maybe there's some stuff that's left. I doubt it, but... yeah, I'm guessing nothing out of those three. Okay, so a little bit of crafting first. I think we'll just do these last three, and that should be enough to completely cover all the antibiotics. There we go. Okay. So firewood, we got a bit of fir and a bit of cedar. That brings us up to 26. It's good there. There's all of the antibiotics covered. Food-wise, we'll plug the rabbit in. That, oh, actually, that was about I don't think it was a full 1,000, but that was a nice little chunk. Tools, we'll probably look at keeping some stuff here now. So you know what, let's just... Sure, we'll use the fridge as our storage cabinet. Want to keep all of that. You know what, we'll keep everything there. Clothing-wise, though, maybe we'll put in some of Astrid's things. Just to lighten our load. Food we'll keep. Okay, I don't think we need the quality tools. The rest, though, I think I really do want to keep. Actually, we probably don't need all those cans. We'll just take 2. Actually, we'll even take just 1. Because we already have the cooking pot. We have some other cans we can open up. Scrap metal. I want to keep those. I think that's honestly... Oh. And that. Just to make it a little lighter on us. Okay, so with that, we'll leave this episode of The Long Dark right here. Making nice... Well, I say nice, but we finally got a few things taken care of, and we're finally done with all the survivors at this junction. So, thank you guys very much for joining me on another episode of Long Dark Wintermute. I am hoping we're going to see a nice spin and really get some things done without having to carry everybody back. Until I see you all in the next episode, though, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.